What is up, guys? Welcome back to Nate's Room, and we are back again with another reaction video. This one is on Fresh and Fit, the podcast. They have some videos, some dope stuff where they have, a bunch of girls on. They talk about women and alpha males and this and that and the fourth, which is really cool. I think they got some good information. Today they have on Kevin Samuels. I think you guys know who this is. He's like a relationship advisory guy, whatever. And he says one skill every man should learn, and I don't know what that skill is, so let's find out together. Give this video a like, comment, subscribe, and let me know any other videos to react to. All right, let's get it.
Yourself as like maybe a weirdo or a thug or whatever it may be, people are automatically going to assume you're a dangerous individual and not want to deal with you. So it's very important. So can you tell us a little bit about, because when we do our show, The Six, you talk a lot about your background with corporate sales, and how you used to work for corporate America. Can you tell us a little bit about that and what led you to become an entrepreneur?
Well, I went to college for chemical engineering, and I did internships for 3 semesters. And after leaving college, I went to.
I actually forgot Kevin Samuels went to college. You guys can look up Kevin Samuels. He has some pretty entertaining videos. About giving these women advice who have unrealistic expectations of who they want to date, and then he kind of like puts some realism, some talk to them to let them see that what they're expecting isn't what it always seems. And yeah, he's a pretty good cat, man. Check him out.
To work as a corrosion engineer for 1.5 years, and I absolutely hated it. So I did something that you're not supposed to do. I quit my job and started waiting tables at Papado. Whoa. And what's funny is as a teenager, I always worked in food service, fast food, all that kind of stuff, because look, you get to eat for free. I was broke, go to work, make some money, eat for free, good things. Waiting tables actually was the best move possible, because everyone goes out to eat now and then. If you work at a higher end restaurant, it puts you in proximity to a lot of people, and you get to learn some basic sales skills. Like at McDonald's, would you like fries with that?
How
about
to upsell?
That's an upsell.
Yeah, very, very true. Like when you're in the service industry or food service especially, upselling is like the #1 thing that they want you to do, because make more money, either for you or the company, or for both, for you and the company. So yeah, it's definitely, if you are starting out and you want to learn how to do sales, definitely get into the food industry, and put the pride aside and just learn how to sell.
Well, you make more money that way. So my personality is I'm a perfectionist by nature. So anytime I do something, I try to be really good at it. I went into my job as a server with the idea I'm going to give the highest level of service, because I want you on tip. I want a lot of money. I don't want 15%. I want that money. And the funny thing is, if you've ever gone to a business luncheon, business people go to restaurants all the time. And I actually got recruited away for sales at Papado to a company called MCI. MCI.
I remember MCI. I actually used to work for MCI. That's funny that he mentions that, because I used to work for them, and it was a call center company, and I was just a regular salesperson. But MCI is no longer around. They shut down all their businesses. They're doing some type of fraud or some shit.
For those of you who don't know, it was acquired by a company called WorldCom. But before WorldCom existed, there was AT&T and MCI, Coca-Cola, and Pepsi. That's how big it was. Now it's gone. I started working for MCI telemarketing, selling long distance from New York to California, to businesses. The absolute hardest possible sale you can imagine, business, coast to coast. And what it did is it threw me into the deep end of the pool, and I learned that there were some people who are just going to come in there and do the basic stuff, read the script. There's some people who are going to learn and approach it like a professional. That's what I did. I went and took the training that they gave me. I saw that if I could increase my closing percentage or whatever, I could give yourself a raise, which sales is the one career that you can actually determine how much money you make. So I went and invested $5,000 into my own self to get additional sales training, and I netted $15,000 more that year. Sales became for me a way to
Look at that. Sales. So sales is where it's at, man. That's the number one skill men should learn is sales. But like what he's saying is that he invested in himself even more so that he can make back more money. And I think that's the most important thing is to invest in self more because even me starting my gaming channel, I invested thousands just to get everything going and get everything on point. That way I'll be able to do what I want to do at a quality scale. And those are the investments that you got to make in yourself. Now, do you have to spend that much? No, you can spend a little bit and that'll still be enough. And as you go along, you just keep investing into yourself. The best investment would always be yourself because, crypto, stocks and all that other stuff is cool. And, other investments, flipping stuff, whatever, that's cool. But your best investment is yourself. You know what I'm saying? And you can't take away that intellectual property.
Take my technical, right brain stuff, and my technical left brain stuff, and max it with creativity. The natural progression for telemarketing, most people just stay working in a call center. I went outside sales because 6'4", great presentation, and that's when you really get in the big game.
Yeah,
car allowance, expense account. But you still got to do the same thing. Knock on 50 doors or make 50 phone calls, cold calling. And I had to learn the business from scratch. It was the best because I chose one of the most difficult territories and one of the most difficult verticals because of the potential. I sold to lawyers most of my career. So in my sales career, I was in telecommunications until that industry fell apart in the early 2000s. And then I spent a few years in office products and then another about 10 years in advertising and marketing.
Okay.
Sales was the best. Sales was great because, like I said, you can give yourself a raise.
That's facts, man. That's facts. In sales, you can give yourself a raise, man. So, that's the best skill any man can learn. Any one skill is learn about sales. Like, go practice. I don't think sales is something you should just you could learn about it, take some books on it, research on Google, but the best thing is just practice too. So do 50-50, man. Practice your sales and all that stuff. So I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you so much for watching this video, taking the time out, and make sure you give this video a like, comment, subscribe. Link will be in the description below. And yeah, man, y'all have a good one. Peace out. See you tomorrow.